And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
Has a goal! What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Haaland, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, and Torres! And it's a goal! Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly belts one.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Mohamed Salah! This time, surely.
They would have been quick to recover this. Oh, there's a probing ball. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Van de Ven gets across to intercept that. And it's Fernando Torres. Can he get onto this? And the keeper's in command. And that's put paid to a promising move. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's shifting through the gears here. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Soboslai. Adams is there to clear. Cantona, who's set up one goal so far. De Bruyne. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Haaland. Saka cuts out the pass. Out of play for a throw.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome. Haaland really hits one! And he's straight offside. Stones. Robson. Szoboszlai. Robson. Arsenal looking to pass their way through.
Has been indicated.
Szoboszlai! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Second period then underway. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. And he's there to retrieve it. Aim forwards. No, that was never going to make it. And here's Torres. Now it's Odegaard. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. And that was very necessary. Haaland. Shapes to shoot! There it is!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but
And he's had a hit! And one more try! He scores! They're level in a trice!
well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Attendance for this match was 70,900.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed.
Cantona is on his... There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. Haaland. Nice control. And here's Mohamed Salah. Cleared without complication.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed having made the run and not get picked out. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that could set him on. And Torres! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Fernando.
We have got changes here from
Number
both sides, in
41,
fact.
Rice. Number 4, Ruben Dias. Number 15.
Nicely spread.
Number
Foden.
8, Odegaard. Coming on the field. Number 21.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Haaland.
Number
Passing is
16.
crisp and sharp. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Number 7.
Oh, should have put that away.
Foden has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Asensio. Caicedo. He's going for goal! And that's a real chance missed. Just 5 minutes left. Darren Fletcher.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 5 minutes.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great hit! And that could so easily have gone in. It didn't, and the 90 minutes are up. So after that very late drama, we are still level here.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 37, Van de Ven.
90 minutes gone, and nothing between them still.
Udogi.
And there's green grass ahead of it. And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Caicedo. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And it's Thiago. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cantona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played. Jorginho. Saliba makes the interception. Half-time, extra time.
Please turn your attention to the
Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And we are already back underway. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that has been clubbed away. Caicedo calmly anticipates. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Caicedo getting this one clear, and that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a key interception. Raya clears. No, that's been intercepted. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
The drinking is only allowed in the area.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. with scoring the first penalty. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Haaland steps up for his penalty. Stuck away with immaculate poise.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
This then to level matters. Big character, big moment, big save. This to put them 2 up. And he's put them 2 in front. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. That's it. It is done. So that is it. The end of the road. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the best.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And already we're underway here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Diaz. Good spot, he's seen the run. That's been cut out, well played. And they've got rid. Irwin. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Odegaard. Dink through. Can he put it away? We've got a goal!
is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And he can clear it away. Really well taken goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
So that's 2 now without reply. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Torres in acres of space out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cantona! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Haaland. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And they're back on the ball again. And the shot's on here. He's got the shot away! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some...
Well, games at this level don't come too much bigger than this one. 90 minutes to decide whether they can take the big step up. The manager has challenged his players to deliver a statement, a warning shot to prospective opponents for next season. This is it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Spain come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's managed to get free.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Williams. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
That'll be a throw. Conte, Traoré, David Villa. David Villa gets flagged offside.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Cantona. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Traoré. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Deftly away. And he welcomes it in. Terrific header! And he's following up! Goal! Spain! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 34 minutes is...
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is
David Villa! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Costa Curta. Now Nico Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. Nico Williams. Great defending, strong and determined. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Spain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Spain carrying a one-goal lead. And here's Yamal. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No luck with that dink over the top. Could move up a gear here. Nico Williams. He is through here. Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
The attendance for this match was
no joy this time.
649.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cafu cuts it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Costa Curta. Cafu. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Fiddles it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ruben Dias. Bellingham. And he's been shifted off it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Owen. Number 20,
Cambiasso.
Number
Ruben
19,
Dias.
Yamal. Coming on the field.
No, that's been intercepted.
29.
Over to the left.
Mbappe.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Number 21,
Messi.
Vinicius Junior. Number 30, Messi.
Aim forwards. Cafu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. It's Neymar!
And that is doing no harm at all. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Great hit! It's in! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And That's put paid to a promising move.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. Well, they've got it again. And the referee brings it to a close. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Cantona voted man of the match. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Mbappe. And that should get the job done.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And here's Mbappe. Chouameni. And he thumps it clear.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
David Villa. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Cantona. Conte. Nuno Mendes. Nice bit of trickery. De Bruyne is in a really good position out wide.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Mbappe. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Hernandez. Courtois catches it safely. Cantona.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
David Villa. Caught offside that time. And it's Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. Cantona. And that could set him on his way. Now there's a... David Villa! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Spain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
De Bruyne. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bergkamp. And Hernandez. Gently done. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. Messi. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Header! He will be livid with himself. Costa Curta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
David Villa! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, no joy this time. De Bruyne. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cantona. Oh, it's come loose! Beckham. Van Dijk. Bergkamp. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Always onto this. Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van der Ven can get it clear. And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. Hernandez. Out for a throw. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Floated through. Conte! And he's gone looking for safety. Beckham. And it's Guardiola. Bergkamp. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. There's the whistle, and here we go. Beckham does really well there, strong defending. Christian Abbiati in goal today, just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's...
He's having a go! Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Neymar. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's a throw-in. Drills out once more. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rummenigge. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Cafu. Quarter of an hour played. No, he refuses to take the bait. Still goalless at the moment. Beckham. Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Costa Curta. And it's Messi. Now Davids. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the counter is on. That's a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And he can clear it away. Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Davids. No way through. Messi. Rummenigge. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cafu. Now Davids. And it's Ronaldinho.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Out to the right. He's got away. Tries a shot! Goal! Palermo! And Palermo take the lead.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
After 32 minutes.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, that's fabulous.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Ronaldinho. Neymar. Ronaldinho.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Cantona. And a header! Cantona finds himself offside.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's had it nicked away. No, again there's no way through. Now it's Ronaldinho, and it's Neymar. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Oh, that wasn't far away. And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge gets flagged offside. Cafu. Taken off it pretty forcefully. And he's decent hit! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
David's just about got everything right up to his efforts, and I don't need to highlight the letdown.
And it's half-time here. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
A quick reminder today.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now that's well seen too. Moved on forwards. The less said about that pass, the better. Palermo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And Messi! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Fiddles it through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rummenigge, he's away, has a go! And one more try! It's there! Two to the good, they have breathing space! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now. Oh, here's a chance!
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
60 minutes played. Neymar. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Ronaldinho. And it's Neymar. Neymar simply refused to be outdone there. And he welcomes it in. Rummenigge, just the goal. And the shot! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A case now of complete control.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Vinicius Junior!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And and the finish! Oh, taken with style. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's managed to get free. Guardiola! And he steered it beyond the post.
Palermo were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Now the finish! They've scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
The goal scorer.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Palermo are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And here's Beckham. Speculative strike. He scores! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 83 minutes.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Neymar just eases him off the ball, and that's really well manoeuvred. Cafu. Oh, well played. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The wrong. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's another good win of the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
And a quick reminder today.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He could be in here. Oh, sweet feet. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, this looks sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Deftly away. Cantona producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Rummenigge! Goal! Palermo! First blood drawn.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he's searching through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Messi. And it's Conte. Now De Bruyne. David Villa. And that could set him on his way. Van der Ven could be danger here. He has found the way through. And a header! No mistake! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's lost his man here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing nice and neat. Palermo looking to pass their way through. Van der Ven gets it clear. Rummenigge.
There will be 1
Perez.
minute added time.
Corner then. This possibly the last play of the half. Messi plays it short. And that's been drilled in. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Spain were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fiddles it through. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Perez! That's a half-decent try. No, that's been intercepted. He's through here. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's gone looking for safety. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Bergkamp. Cantona. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. David Villa. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Perez looking to get on the end of this. Terrific header! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bayer sends that a long way. That looks a good ball through. Ronaldinho. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, good take in a good area. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Perez. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a nicely measured pass. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle...
And that is as far as it goes. Spain perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting
How would you
one too.
summarise what
We're
we've
about
seen
to
today
announce
then, Jim?
today's lottery numbers.
Spain can do it here. 90 minutes away from reaching their target. It is the sort of opportunity they would certainly have settled for if offered it on day one. That was then, this is the here and now. Can they meet their ambitions, their aspirations? And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Spain come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Musiala. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bellingham. Goes looking wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And that interception was most necessary. Got a shot away! Oh, that's a key interception. Spain, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Musiala providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what has happened here? He's got tall. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Messi. Musiala. Nuno Mendes. Cantona. And the shot! Neymar. Now it's Messi. Cantona tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bastoni deals with that comfortably. And the pass is intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Belts one. And he's heaved it away. Bellingham. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the first half is done. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Cantona! Off the post! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Eto'o at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked a...
Terrific header! No, not the best of headers.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cantona hits one! It's there! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van de Ven. Chouameni. Roberto Carlos. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Decent hit! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Might want to be careful there.
Stood up well to him there.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's having a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. Beckham looking to penetrate opposition. And now the hit! And the keeper read that really well. There will be 4 extra minutes. Mendes cuts out the pass. There's the hit! And it's in!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spain have done it. A promotion sealed with... Spain can dream again. The stands here definitely a place for the hopeful, and no doubt that hope is replicated at just about every major ground in the land. It is time for us all to come together and to believe. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Great hit! Goal, Spain! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And he thumps it clear. That's a fabulous ball. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Back into the middle. Cantona. Eto'o. Musiala. Oh, this looks sharp.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Neymar. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Koundé. And that could set him on his way. And the two sides separated by the gate. Cantona! Goal! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Shifted upfield. Gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Cantona.
There will be one
Neymar.
at a time.
And there is the half-time whistle. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Spain in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. And it's Messi. Neymar. Mikel Merino has it in a wide position. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Spain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Musiala. Van Dijk. And that has been cleared. Bruno Fernandes. Merino. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. De Bruyne, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi in acres of space out wide. De Bruyne. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos. Oh, red, nice interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Roberto Carlos. Koundé cuts out the pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Eto, big chance, must be! And here's a chance. Really well taken goal. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Carlos has been menacing, and when you get a defence that's beginning to look a little bit disjointed, then he's exactly the type of character that's going to punish you, and he did exactly that.
Coming on the field,
Spain are having a ball here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cantona. Now it's Messi. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Koundé. Van Dijk. Now that looks a decent ball. Toni Kroos. Koundé. And that's another good win of the ball. And he's Cantona! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Koundé with the clearance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with Cantona! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Big header! Sticks it away! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Cantona voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
On sale in the stadium hall.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strength.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Neymar, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He'll try from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's had it taken off him. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Balken was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Costa Curta. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Owen. Messi. Oh, this is a great big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Cantona. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Van Balten gets it clear. Can he get it through? He's played him through. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Half an hour played now. Foden. And it's Owen. Conte. Eto'o.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, and he's through the middle. Eto'o.
That's good defensive concentration.
Goes in for the header! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here, Cantona! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Added time.
And that has been cleared. Pass somewhat off target. And there's the end of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts...
And Owen! And it's in! Argentina are level!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Argentina grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Deftly away. Beckenbauer.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Eto'o. He's shifting through. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Musiala, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's going to go a long way. Oh, nicely intercepted. White plays a sharp little ball here. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Van Bouten. Cantona in with the challenge. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Foden. Rodri cuts out the pass. And here's Messi. Owen.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Eto'o.
Spain certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Spain moments now away from seeing this one out. Messi! And yes, it's there! 30 minutes and we're all square again. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the...
Decent hit! Sensational from Eto! And that has raised the roof! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent...
And that's it. Spain have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Eto on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man.
Quick request for support for our charity
So a
fund,
dramatic
Champ in
game
Football.
decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And all that remains for me is to